Hello again. My name's Gabe Zollner. Read a rather interesting article. I believe it's been updated since this was posted. The title is Suspect in Murder of Memphis Police Officer Sean Bolton, reportedly out of prison on quote-unquote supervised release. It seems that Tremaine Wilborn spent 10 years in prison for armed bank robbery. And he did that back in 2005, I believe. He held up the Friendship Bank in Covington. And he was out on supervised release after having been sentenced and serving 10 years for that robbery. You think maybe there's a problem with the supervisor? Well, it isn't really funny. The good news is that what I saw was that Tremaine had turned himself in. He turned himself in with an attorney, and he said that he's not a cold-blooded killer. Well, that's up for debate. It looks like he'll probably be spending the rest of his life in prison. That's if he's not executed. And I don't know if the state that he's in has execution as part of their program. Officer Sean Bolton, according to what was reported, did a typical stop. And when he approached the vehicle, it appears that a drug deal was going down because a scale was found in the vehicle. And the officer was shot to death. You know, I watched a little bit of TV. My computer wasn't functioning, so I had a lot of free time to do that. I generally don't watch too much because I'm too busy making videos. And the chief of police in New York, I believe his name is Braden, spoke, and he said there's no doubt that there's a significant increase in murder all across the country. And he equates it to two reasons. The blacks have been empowered. There's no doubt that the blacks have been empowered. And the police are under attack by our own government and by city officials like This is going to continue, folks. There's no doubt that the blacks have been empowered. Every time Obama runs to their defense, which he has constantly, and every time whites that are involved in a shooting are scrutinized and under attack, the police are on edge. Baltimore has never had as many murders in the same period of time as they're experiencing now. And the reason that is that the police are all paranoid. And they're hesitating of what to do because they know that they're being scrutinized for everything that they do. I don't know, folks. I don't see it getting a whole lot better. I see it getting a whole lot worse. You know, we hear that Black Lives Matter, but the only time they matter is when a white officer is involved in the shooting of a black man. Hundreds of blacks are killed every day across America by other blacks. If the lives matter, why are they doing that? We made a horrific mistake in 2008. The American people felt guilty, and we were made to feel guilty. So we let this trash into the White House with his transgender and that false family. And he brought his cohorts like Valerie Jarrett and who knows whatever slugs are crawling around in the White House. It's sickening. Sean Bolton might probably have been alive if he reacted the way he should have reacted on that stop. But in the back of his mind, he probably thought, I'm being watched. I can't do the police work that I would normally be doing because I'm being watched. How many more officers feel that way across the country? You know what's amazing is that Obama and his minions want to take away our Second Amendment rights, but they all have 24/7 armed protection. Do you not find that somewhat interesting? Valerie Jarrett has 24/7 armed protection. That Skag, the pantsuit pig, Hillary Rotten Clinton, and Billy Bob, the studmaster, they both have 24/7 armed protection. Mayor Bloomberg, the previous mayor, he has 24/7 armed protection. And I gotta believe skags like Pelosi and who knows whoever else also have armed protection. You ever hear the expression, what's good for the goose is good for the gander? I'm sort of digressing. The good news is that Tremaine Wilburn has turned himself in, and he'll be dealt with accordingly. I don't see how Obama can blame Sean Bolton's murder on Sean Bolton the way he blames the murders of our innocent servicemen on domestic terrorism, when we know full well that Mohammed Abu Diz was a radicalized Islamic extremist. If he just wanted to kill people, he would have shot up that shopping center. He wanted to kill military people. You sort of getting the picture?